What was the hardest part of adopting your child? My wife Marissa and I spent the better part of our 30s in waiting rooms, chasing test results, hoping for heartbeats that never stayed. We tried everything: IVF, medications, supplements that tasted like chalk, and doctors with kind eyes who always found a new path forward. But it never worked. Each loss felt like stepping into the same storm, and eventually, we stopped believing there was even a shelter at the end of it. We didn't say we were giving up. We just stopped talking about the future like it held something new. The silence that followed wasn't loud or dramatic. It was quiet and heavy. Some nights we sat on the couch holding hands, staring at nothing. It wasn't distance between us, just a shared grief that settled over everything. But love doesn't just disappear. It finds places to land. One night, Marissa said, maybe we still had enough in us to raise a child, even if it wasn't the way we planned. So we started the adoption process. We pictured a baby. That's what the brochures all showed. Chubby cheeks, pastel blankets, soft cries in the middle of the night. It was what we had been preparing for all those years. So when the agency called about a 14-year-old boy named Jason, we were stunned. His case file was almost empty. No family. Bounced from foster home to foster home. Barely spoke. Didn't want to be adopted. But when they sent his photo, Marissa didn't say anything for a long time. Then she just whispered, I think we should meet him. Jason arrived with a single backpack and a pair of headphones he barely took off. He said hello so quietly we weren't sure if we'd imagined it. His room was ready, decorated with books and games we thought a teenage boy might like. He didn't touch any of it. He kept the door closed, didn't make eye contact, and only came out for meals. I tried to connect with him. I asked what kind of music he liked. He shrugged. I offered to play video games, even let him choose. He watched for 5 minutes and left. We took him to a baseball game, hoping the crowd and energy would spark something. He sat the whole time with his arms crossed and his headphones in. Marissa took a gentler approach. She started leaving snacks by his door and notes that said things like, have a good day, or we're glad you're here. Nothing fancy, just small reminders that he wasn't alone. He never acknowledged them, but she kept doing it. The hardest part wasn't the silence. It was the doubt, the kind that crept in during the still moments. We started wondering if we had made a mistake, if maybe the kind of love we had to offer wasn't what Jason needed. It was easy to feel like we were strangers playing house with a kid who wanted nothing to do with us. One night, as I walked past his room, I heard him talking softly on the phone. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but his voice stopped me. He said, they're nice, too nice. I don't get it. They don't even know me. It wasn't said with anger. It sounded tired, confused, like he couldn't understand why someone would care for him without a reason. And he was right. We didn't know him. Not yet, but we wanted to. After that, we stopped trying so hard to make him open up. We didn't press for answers or force activities. We made space for him, set an extra plate at dinner, left the porch light on if he came home late, talked to him like he was already part of the family, even when he didn't answer. It took time, months. But one night, I was fixing the couch in the living room when Jason walked in. He didn't look at me, just held out his guitar and asked, do you know how to change the strings? I sat back on my heels, smiled, and said, I can figure it out. That was the first real conversation we ever had. Now, 2 years later, he still doesn't call me dad, and I've never asked him to. We go on hikes. He shares his favorite songs with me. Sometimes he talks about his day at school without being asked. His bedroom door stays open more often than not. The hardest part of adoption wasn't the forms or the wait. It was learning to love someone quietly, without expecting anything back, and trusting that one day, maybe, they'd let you in.